keep it 100 because it's time for Hub's Huddle Podcast. Listen to the man that talks sports from football to basketball 24/7, 365. He is known as the average Joe that knows more than average about sports.
What's up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Hub.
What's up, everybody, man? It's Friday night, January 18th, 2019. And you know what tonight is, man. Tomorrow night's the big fight. We're going to break this thing down between the problem Adrien Broner and Pacman, Manny Pacquiao. This is going to be for Pacman's WBA welterweight title. They had their weigh-in today. They both came in, under the 147 mark. Manny Pacquiao came in at 146. Adrien Broner came in at 146 and a half. This right here is gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Manny Pacquiao is coming in off of a win over Lucas Mathis back in July 2018. That's when he captured the WBA title. Adrien Broner, on the other hand, is coming off of a loss to Mikey Garcia and also a draw to Jesse Vargas in 2017. This fight right here is more impactful for Adrien Broner than it is for Manny Pacquiao. I think if Broner happens to lose this fight tomorrow night, he's just going to become irrelevant. It sucks because, this dude is very talented, and it's just, my thing with Broner has always been, he wasn't focused. He just, if he were ever just to focus in camp and then come out and, he could be one of the top fighters, in boxing. This welterweight division flooded with a lot of talent from Bud Crawford, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman coming back. I think he fights next Saturday. It's got Sean Porter, you got Danny Garcia. You have, a lot of fighters in this welterweight division. Then you put in, of course, like Manny Pacquiao, the future Hall of Famer, and you got Adrien Broner, and this whole division is just loaded with big fights that can be made. I just think like Adrien Broner, I liked him better when he was in the lower weight class. When he moved to welterweight, it just seemed like he just he didn't fit. But man, who knows, man? It can all go, it can all turn tomorrow night. Adrien Broner can go in there, take care of business, and then he's gonna look at as he said, he's going to become a legend overnight. You go in there and you beat Manny Pacquiao, that's going to catapult him into getting, more, big fights, to be able to make more money and things like that. But this right here, man, tomorrow, it's, I think it's going to be a good fight. You got, Manny Pacquiao coming in with 60 wins, 7 losses, and two draws. And 39 of his wins come by way of knockout. He had just turned 40 in December. So this is going to be his first, fight at the age of 40. Will it be like a vintage Manny Pacquiao? Or will he be an old Manny Pacquiao? That's one of the questions too you got to consider into this fight. Adrien Broner, on the other hand, who's 11 years younger than Manny, comes in with a record of 33 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw, 24 wins by way of knockout. This is for the WBA welterweight championship, currently held by Manny Pacquiao. This is his first title defense of this title here. I just think I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna go the distance. I don't think neither one of these fighters is gonna knock the other one out. If it, Broner got a solid chin. I mean, he can take a punch. You seen him take a beating from the dude Maidana, when he clearly knocked him almost out of the ring, and but Broner kept getting up and he kept fighting. He took his L. Like Manny Pacquiao, I don't know, man. I mean, he did get, slumped over by Juan Manuel Marquez. See what I mean? But that's like a counter puncher though, and that leads into, Adrien Broner's strengths is he is a counterpuncher. You know, and Manny Pacquiao has had problems with fighting, you know, like counterpunchers. You know, Juan Manuel Marquez, and also, you know, of course, you know, Floyd Mayweather. You know, but my thing with Broner is that, yeah, he is a counterpuncher, but he only throws like one punch at a time. Like, I think if he can just like execute and like let his hands go, like if Manny come in with a punch and he able to slip something and then throw like a combination, oh, Manny's gonna be in the world of trouble. You know, so it's gonna be, you know, up to Broner. You know, he can really dictate how this fight's gonna go. You know, Manny's gonna get in the ring and he's gonna be Manny Pacquiao. You know, the question is, what Adrien Broner are we going to get? We're going to get Adrien Broner that's going to let his hands go, or Adrien Broner that's going to get in the ring, throw one punch, showboat a little bit, throw another punch, and then you go to the cards and you're losing. You know, you know, like, and, you know, like, I'm pulling for Adrien Broner because I want to see him, you know, like, succeed and, you know, like, rejuvenate his whole career. But, you know, the boxing fan in me, you know, is leaning towards, you know, Manny Pacquiao, because I know Pacquiao's going to come in and he's also proven, you know, he's going to come in there. He's coming in there to fight. You know, this is not like, you know, him putting on a performance is him fighting and, you know, him getting the win and him giving the fans, you know, what they want to see, an action-packed fight, you know, for 12 rounds or however long this fight's going to go. You know, like, but on the other hand, like, you can't count out, bro. Like, as much as you sit back and say, well, yeah, he only threw like one punch. He's a counterpuncher, but he only threw one punch. You still can't count him out because you really don't know what Adrien Broner you're going to get. Like I said, if he let his hands go, Manny Pacquiao's going to be in trouble. You know, you know, and that's what we're hoping for as boxing fans. We want to see him let his hands go. You know, he come in here, you know, he's guaranteeing, you know, he basically said he is going to win. You know, you got to come in this fight, you got to back it up, because, you know, in order to beat the champion, you have to beat the champion to take his belt. You know, you cannot just, you know, try like to play with the judges' cards and let the thing go to the hands of the judges. You got to come in there, man, and you got to go take it from him. You know, you know, Broner, you know, hey, I don't really buy him being a truly elite fighter at welterweight. Like I said, I liked him better, you know, the lower weight class that he was in. I think it was like, what, like the 135, 140, something like that. I liked him better back then. You know, when he moved to welterweight, it was just like, that's when he started seeing all his trouble. He just wasn't, you know, he was big enough, but he just didn't, like, he never let his hands go. You know, like, if he would just let his hands go, he would be a better fighter, you know, in this division, and he would be one of the true top dogs in this you know, like the vision right here. What I see happening in this fight, like I said, I like, you know, Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, the boxing fan in me is saying Manny Pacquiao, but like, I'm pulling for Adrien Broner. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Adrien Broner pulls this thing out. You know, I think, you know, his counter punching ability, he just has to let his hands go. You know, if he let his hands go, you know, Manny Pacquiao's gonna be in trouble. But Manny Pacquiao, like I said, he's gonna be a volume puncher. He's gonna come in, you know, swinging. You know, so Adrien Broner has to be prepared for that. You know, to weather the storm. You know, in the mid rounds and all that. You know, when they get caught up in the clinch, Manny Pacquiao's going to throw the punches. So we have to Adrien Broner. You know, if he can counterpunch one of them things and hit him one time, he do got a chance to put him out. You know, but I think it's just gonna be real tough. You know, I don't think Pacquiao can like stop Broner, because Broner got a very solid chin. I mean, you know, like I said, you know, when we see him fight Maidana, you know, we seen the whooping that Maidana put on him, and he was still getting up. You know, I think this is more going to be like a, you know, if a Pacquiao, I think it's going to be more like he's going to win like 8 of the 12 rounds. You know, we're going to see some flashes from Adrien, but like I said, if he doesn't let his hands go, man, he's not going to win this fight. That right there will lead me to picking, you know, Manny Pacquiao, 12-round decision, you know, and that's just the way I see it. And looking on from that, this is supposed to be the fight. This is supposed to lead up to another, you know, Floyd Mayweather rematch, or, you know, winner of this fight gets to fight Floyd. I really don't think, you know, Floyd's going to fight, you know, Manny Pacquiao again, unless it's, you know, an outrageous amount of money. But, you know, if you're looking at it, man, Floyd just went over in Japan and he fought the kickboxer over there, attention. And you seen Floyd. Floyd, he wasn't in no real shape. I mean, he naturally walks around at 147. But he wasn't in like fighting shape. But they talking about it could be a fight made for like September. I still just don't see it happening. I think the fight was made to get Adrien Broner some money or whatever, and goating Manny Pacquiao into taking this fight, saying, hey, well, we can fight, but first you got to fight Broner. I just don't see it happening. Like I said, and maybe, Pacquiao could be looking past Broner and thinking about Mayweather. That could be another, thing right there that we need to look at as well. But yeah, I just think, Adrien Broner, he has to use his, his counter punching ability, but he has to let his hands go. That's going to be his key to victory. Manny Pacquiao, you just got to get in there and just throw your volume punches, man, and just do what you do. Like I said, because if Broner's not going to counter, if he's just going to hit you like once and then showboat, I think Pacquiao is just just going to steamroll him, for 12 rounds. Broner's going to win. I'm going to give him 4 rounds, but if Adrien Broner can let his hands go, I can see this fight going another way. I can see this going into the hands of Adrien Broner and him walking out of there as the new WBA welterweight champion. So as a prediction, like I said, I got Manny Pacquiao, 12-round decision score, on the card to give him 8 rounds to 4, over Adrien Broner. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Adrien Broner won this fight. It's going to be a great fight. It's on Showtime pay-per-view tomorrow night, 9 p.m. I'm going to catch the fight. It's also going to be a good undercard. Badu Jack is fighting on that undercard as well. I still feel as though that he beat, Adonis Stevenson, and prayers out to Adonis Stevenson, who's still recovering. Everybody saw his last fight. He was like in the coma, for I think a couple weeks after the fight. But prayers out to him. But Badu Jack is also on the card. This is going to be a good card, a good undercard leading up to the main event. So like I said, I got Manny Pacquiao, 12th round decision over Adrien Broner. My heart wants AB to win, but my boxing mind and my fandom of being a fan of the sweet science is leaning towards Manny Pacquiao to win. So that's it for me for this breakdown of this fight tomorrow night. Check me out tomorrow. I'm going to preview Championship Sunday for the NFL. You got the in the early game, you're going to have the LA Rams traveling to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And then in the evening game, the afternoon game, both of them are coming on the evening, but basically like the night game rather is going to be the New England Patriots traveling to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. So join me next tomorrow when I break down those two games and also give my prediction of who I see going to Super Bowl 53. Until next time, man, keep rocking with me. If any new listeners out there, welcome to the show. Keep rocking with me. Share this with everybody that's in the sports. And tell them to like it, subscribe it. I'm on different platforms, man. I'm on different streaming services from iTunes to Spotify, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio. Just type in Hubs Huddle, it'll pop up. All my episodes are there. I think I'm on episode 50 right now. It's been a good ride, man. I've been, putting in the work, and with the support of you guys, man, you keep me going, man. I really appreciate you all. Like I said, this is right here is for us fans. I'm putting this out here for us, man, because I'm speaking for us. This is from a fan's point of view of everything that I say. I try to keep it 100, man, all the way around. So keep rocking with me, man. Until next time, man, y'all be blessed on this Friday night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for my NFL, Championship Sunday, preview, breakdown, and predictions of those games. But until then, like I said, I got Manny Pacquiao by unanimous decision, 12th round. Over Adrien Broner. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Adrien Broner win, but I'm picking Manny Pacquiao. So until next time, y'all, be safe, be blessed, and I'm out. It's your boy Hub. Check me out.